¿Qué onda, chavos? What's up, guys? Levi here with Mexican Fluency, where I help gringos crack the Mexican code. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys 9 simple steps to build a bigger, more robust vocabulary in Espanol. Yes, in this video, I am going to shamelessly promote my brand new course, the Spanish Vocabulary Supercharger. However, I'm also going to give you guys a free mini e-course. You can actually find it down in the description. Just click that link and it will take you directly to the sign up for that. And you're gonna get some very simple, actionable tactics that will allow you to begin to just strategize your Spanish learning and just build a bigger vocabulary on your own. So with that being said, let's dive into step number 1. Set an initial overall vocabulary goal. By first setting this goal, you're really setting yourself up for more success than if you do not. I recommend aiming for 2,500 words. This gives you a solid foundation for fluency and ensures you can participate in most everyday conversations. Step 2, next is to establish a weekly goal. So be thinking, okay, 2,500 words, what can I do every week? Let's break that big goal down to something smaller. I recommend maybe doing something like 50 words per week. And this is really a recommendation for busy adults. If you have jobs, you have kids, you have families, you have other hobbies outside of learning Spanish, this is something you can absolutely do. It's very doable, and this should really, by setting such a small goal like this, it should really take any self-doubt and just throw it out the window. You can absolutely do 50 words per week. Step 3, learn words in context first. In my course, we do just that, as you can see here. Contextual learning helps you understand how words are used in real-life situations. This is going to make them easier to remember and use correctly. In my course, I like to start off each and every module with just using like 10 to 15 of the vocabulary words that you're going to see and just putting it into some sort of context, a dialogue, a story, a monologue, etc. Step 4, group words and learn in chunks. Organizing words into related categories helps reinforce connections between them. This is going to make it easier to recall and use them later on. In my course, what I like to do is give you chunks, like small lists that you can go through and you can read and repeat and think about these words as they relate to the rest of the group. This is really just an interesting little tactic that works for some people. I personally like it, and it certainly cannot hurt. Step 5, play with words. Gamify it if you can. Engaging with interactive activities such as matching games, flashcards, and quizzes makes learning vocabulary fun and helps reinforce your vocabulary. Anytime you can take a big group of words and just have fun with it is really going to speed up the process. Having fun in general is going to help you to do better, to speed up the process of learning or doing whatever it is that you're trying to do. In my course, I use all the things that I just mentioned: flashcards, matching games. You have options to do spelling games, quizzes, etc., etc. Step 6, revisit and recycle. So revisiting and recycling your vocabulary regularly, so like your vocabulary that you study, going back and redoing that periodically, strategically, is a great idea. One great way to do this is with the Brainscape app, which uses an interesting system based on spaced repetition. This system helps you focus more on the words that you struggle with and less on the ones that you already know. This is going to ensure efficient and effective learning over the long haul. You might have actually heard of the app called Anki. This is an older app, has been around for a long time. It's not the prettiest, in my opinion, not the easiest to use, but it uses the spaced repetition system to perfection. So if you prefer Anki, by all means, use that, but I like Brainscape. Step 7, speak and listen to as much Spanish as you absolutely can. So sometimes you're gonna have to deviate from your structured lists, your structured chunks of vocabulary that you're trying to learn. Like, I teach in chunks and groups and modules in my course, but you have to deviate from that too and step out into the real world. The internet has opportunities galore. If you can't be in Mexico or another Spanish-speaking country, watch movies, listen to Spanish music and podcasts. I have a podcast, a Mexican Fluency podcast. Join language exchange communities and practice speaking with native speakers whenever possible. Inevitably, you're going to see these words that you're learning, as long as they're sound, solid words that are actually used in real conversation, you're going to hear them in conversation in the real world, I promise. Eventually, or if you're just watching a telenovela or a series, have those Spanish subtitles on and you'll inevitably start noticing those words that you're learning on your own, in whatever real content that you're consuming. Step 8, follow me for continuous learning. So follow me on Instagram at Mexican Fluency, also over at Instagram, my brand new channel at Big Spanish Vocabulary. I'm literally taking a lot of time out of my day to continuously update this stuff throughout the week. So at its core, that's the kind of content I'm posting. I'm posting new words, vocabulary, and expressions. So go there, use that as a resource to bone up your Spanish vocabulary. And finally, step 9, stay consistent and patient. This is a process. Your brain needs time to process this information, and you have to give yourself the opportunity to do that through smart study tactics, through repetition, through consistency. Language acquisition is not quick. It's not. Even for little babies and kids, it's not quick. It takes them many, many years of daily practice. So even when your progress feels slow, just stick with it. Regular daily practice is more effective than sporadic, intense study sessions, okay? Just like when you're in college, you don't want to cram for the final the night before. Little by little, you're gonna be acquiring more information, you're going to be processing it better, and you're going to be smarter over time. And there you have it. These are my top tips for building a huge Spanish vocabulary. If you feel like you're ready to take your Spanish to the next level, check out my new course, Spanish Vocabulary Supercharger. Let's tackle this together and achieve fluency like you never thought possible, because it is 100% absolutely possible. Amigos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more language learning tips every single week. Thank you for watching. Nos vemos muy pronto. Adios.